Someone not willing to show up the way you need to be loved does not love you, right? And if you are a person that's going out there telling someone or your partner that you love them, you got to stop doing it where you're not actually living out what it means to love someone. And the biggest place it shows up is in how people try to tend to, or they don't tend to, someone's emotions, your partner's emotions. Someone that is not willing or doesn't try, doesn't have the desire, or kind of avoids trying to tend to your emotional needs, supporting you in that way, or whatever you need to feel secure and to feel like you are being loved properly, does not love you. Now, I'm not saying this to say everyone that's guilty of this knowingly doesn't love you and they're kind of like using you, right? Now, there are people out there like that. Shame on you guys. But there's people that think they love you, but in reality, they don't understand what it means to love someone. See, at its core, love is about connection, support, and empathy. So whenever you're in a relationship with someone and they won't offer that to you, right? There are people out there that never feel heard. They feel like no matter what they do, their partner will never listen to them and doesn't even make an effort or attempt to have conversations, or they blow them off or dismiss them, or always try to discredit their feelings, never validates their emotions, right? And never takes the actions to show that even if they don't agree and they give some pushback about the way they feel, they don't take any steps to actually try to help nurture whatever their partner is saying that they need, saying that you need. That person is not loving you. See, when someone genuinely loves you, they naturally want to understand and tend to your needs, right? That's what empathizing is all about, right? That's what connecting is all about. You cannot love someone, right, and not be connected to them, right? If you're going to love them and they're going to love you back, then you connect, you want to bond. You can't bond if someone feels emotionally disconnected from you. So if you have a partner that is fighting almost like the plague is what it seems like to want to understand you, and every time you bring something to them, they fight against it, or they always try to get discredited or try to either manipulate you to believe that what you're feeling isn't valid or whatever they do. But at the end of the day, you don't feel heard. You feel like you're on an island in that relationship by yourself. That person does not love you. But again, that person may not be aware that they're not loving you, actually, right? They may think they are because they care for you and they do have love for you, right? And they do things to, try to show you that you're special in different ways or whatever. But where it matters most is how you feel, right? So if you are the person that thinks you love your partner, but you're not showing them through your actions and how you nurture and support their emotions and how they feel, because that's the biggest thing that matters to someone, then you're not actually loving them. And furthermore, if you don't have the desire to want to go and meet your partner's needs, because think about it, if you really love someone, wouldn't you want them to be happy? And if they have some sort of obstacle and issues that they're really being challenged with getting over in respect to you in a relationship to be happy, wouldn't you want to help work with them to get there to meet that stuff, right? Now, I already know as a coach, right, and all the people I work with, there's some answers behind why someone could want to love their partner, right, want to love them dearly, but struggle significantly to actually embrace and validate their partner's feelings and listen to them and all that, right? But it doesn't excuse the fact that you most likely don't love them as you think you do. See, majority of people out there actually think they love someone, but they actually love what that person does for them in their life. Right? See, we get it twisted sometimes. We think because I feel the emotional, connection, right? That I feel the emotional switch turning on towards me having feelings for this person, then it means that I love them. But sometimes it's really easy to fall in love with what someone is bringing to your life, right? How they make you feel, how you feel like you're the best version of yourself that you've never been with them around, how you feel like you're found confidence that you never had before, how you start trying and growing and doing stuff you never tried to do before because they are someone that gets you off your couch or whatever, right? To go out there and try different stuff. And so you love them for those things, but not for them, the person. When you love the person, you want to do whatever you can to help make that person happy. And so when I'm bringing you cries out for help about their emotions and what they're feeling about something with you, and you keep shutting it down, you're not loving them, right? But I get why. A lot of times when we don't do it, we can't give it back. We won't validate the emotions and won't, sit there and listen and talk through it. It's because whatever they're saying, we feel has some sort of a negative implication about us. And if you have to see yourself in a negative light to validate their emotions, it's what you feel, you'll sooner fight and push it away and push back. But this is exactly the reason why you shouldn't be getting in committed relationships if you have past baggage or past voids, to where whenever your partner comes to you with some sort of a confrontation about something they have an issue with, you are solid enough within yourself and you're whole enough to where it doesn't take anything from you to validate their emotions. You can take accountability without feeling like it means you're this horrible person now being insecure because they have a feeling that highlights a big elephant in the room in your mind that you really believe internally about yourself, and it becomes real whenever they say something about it and you have to acknowledge it. So your first course of action at this point, if that is you, is you should start communicating to your partner, no, I'm realizing I don't know if I actually do love you the way I thought. I want to love you, and I'm really working on that now. I'm working towards trying to love you the way that I thought I did, right? Living your truth always. This also helps your partner understand where you're at with things and why they don't get certain things from you, right? Puts things in better perspective, as long as you also can follow up with, here's what I'm doing to try to get to that space. I wanted to love you. I thought I did, but I'm realizing through my actions or, inactions that I haven't been doing that so well. And if you're the person that's in the relationship with this person that is not really loving you, you have some decisions to make. If you keep trying to come and bring conversations to them and they never want to listen and never want to hear you out, then it gets to a point to where you have to start asking yourself, do I love me enough to decide to remove myself from the situation where this person is clearly not showing that they love me the way I try to love them? If you need help with that process and you're serious about putting the work in, email me or DM me coaching and we will get to work. Let's get it.